Today I want to talk about firstborn who are male firstborn, watoto wa kwanza wa kiume, and toxic parenting. You know, in African society ama African culture, siku zote tumefunzwa kuheshimu wazazi and all that, but nobody talks about toxic parenting. Now imagine this. You are the firstborn in your family. Maybe uko na brother yako, ni sibling yako, but yeye ndio lastborn. Maybe umezaliwa kwa family of 4 or 5. Maybe mko na 3 boys ama 1 girl. Hivyo, but wewe mtoto wa kiume, wewe ndio firstborn kwenu. And life hasn't been kind to you. Maisha haijakuendea sawa. And it's not because you are lazy. You wake up every morning, go outside to give your best. Unajitoa, unajituma, but the lack ama financial nini haijawahi kuwa on your side. Now, maybe unaishi town, you have a family to feed, you have a wife, you have your kids to educate. But kwenu kuna your younger sibling ama lastborn wenyu ako na financial nini kukushinda maso. Una save pesa kidogo, unasema ikifika Christmas, let me take my family. Ushago waende waone mom, waende wa spend time with my parents, waende wakajue their grandma and all that. So remember, umesave pesa, umechukua kaloni mahali, umekopa. Hiyo ndio uwezo wako, hiyo ndio kadri ya uwezo wako. Hapo ndio umesukuma na unajua you have given it your all. Unafanya ka shopping, unanunulia your mom kama ni kanguo, unanunulia your father kama ni kasuti ama kakiatu. Unaenda nyumbani to go and bless your parents, to take your kids to go and see your parents. But guess what? Reception ile wewe, you and your family will receive, hata sio average. Your mother won't be excited to see you. Atakupokea tu because you are his child, you are her son, but hata kupokea with that excitement. Do you know why? Toxic parenting is all about that child who is doing well financially. Wewe mwenye una hustle kwa hii nini ya Kenya economy, nobody cares about you. Na hii ndio kitu mimi usemo. Even if your mother doesn't care about you and nobody in your family cares about you, you also stop caring about them. Unaenda nyumbani na familia yako, you kama firstborn wa hiyo nyumba, unapokelewa tu sababu umekuja. Nothing much goes on. Hakuna excitement. Kama ni ugali madha alikuwa anapanga kupika, atapika ugali mkule. No excitements. Ni Christmas season. Kila mtu anaenda nyumbani. After 2 or 3 days, your younger sibling shows up, driving a big car, big machine. Ako na financial muscle kukuliko. Anakuja na his family na watoto wake wanakuja. Reception pale nyumbani inakaa kama ni mbunge ameingia. Reception ile atapata ni ya mheshimiwa. Kuku zitachinjwa kwa hiyo boma. Chai itapikwa. Mvivu mwenye ako kwa boma yenu akitumwa siku hiyo ataenda mara 10. You as the firstborn, what goes in your mind when you see that? Inakudhalilisha. Inakuweka chini. It puts your spirit down. Because you wonder, how comes? Mimi nilikuja kadi na uwezo wangu. Hiyo kiatu ndio ninge afford. Hiyo 1500 nimekupea father, hiyo ndio nime afford. Mom, hiyo 2000 nimekupa, that is uwezo wangu. But when your siblings shows up who is doing well financially, mwenye ako na financial muscle kukushinda, shopping yako ile ulinunua 1500 inasukumwa kando. Nobody cares about that shopping 1500. In fact, hata mnaweza kuwa mmenunua sukari brand moja, but yours seems haina value. Yours seems cheaper. Toxic parenting. Na sasa hiyo kitu inafanya that ka small boy in you ambaye amekuwa neglected for too long. Sababu hawezi aka-afford na hawezi aka-compete na brother yake when it comes to financial muscle. Unarudi mjini with the urge to please. With the urge to please your parents. The small boy in you yani anashindwa, what will I do so that my parents will notice me? That is why majority of firstborns, majority ya firstborn wengi wana sink into alcohol, wana sink into drugs, wana sink into depression. They don't know what to do. Because the small boy in him wants to please, wants to be noticed, but financial muscle ile itafanya kwe noticed hakuna. Your mother wants money. Wewe hata ikifika ni family meetings ama family discussion ama important matters in the family, nobody consults you. You are always informed. Hakuna mtu anauliza what do you think. Unaambiwanga tu tumekaa chini tumeamua. Wakati walikuwa wakikaa chini wakiamua, you are never there, you are never consulted. You are always informed. Mkikutana kwa family meeting, hauwezi raise your opinion, because even if you raise your opinion, you don't have financial muscle to finance your idea. Your younger brother anakuona ni kama kitu haiko, kitu haina maana, si ndio? Toxic parenting. That is why we have so many women suffering in bad marriages, trying to buy love. That is why women who are firstborns in the family and they were neglected, their mother chose their younger sister over them, wamestuck kwa bad marriages with bad men, men who are allergic to responsibility, and reliable husbands. Do you know what they are trying to do? Buy love. Those are the ones we call submissive providers. Umeolewa na bwana anafanya kazi, pesa yake hutawaiona, yako tu ndio huwa inafanya kazi. Ukope kwa chama usomeshe watoto, ukope ulipe rent, ukope ulishe watoto. Mwanaume kazi yake akishika pesa yake kwa hiyo nyumba hutawaiona. But you just want to cover that shame. You have been ashamed for too long and you're just trying to fit into that marriage. It is killing you. It is draining you. Submissive providers. Haikuanza akiwa mtu mzima. Inside that lady there is that small girl who wants to buy love, who wants to be loved, who wants to be noticed. She suffers from self-love deficiency. Because her parents chose her siblings. Yeye akaachwa hapo kando, pembeni. Hakuna mtu alimnotice. So deep down in her mind she thinks that in order to be noticed, I need to give more than what I have. I need to give beyond what I can afford. I need to accommodate every nonsense in the name of I want to be noticed. And for that reason, we keep on repeating the same patterns, and you wonder, how comes this thing keeps on repeating itself in my life? It is handed down. If you don't recognize and break the cycle, your children will inherit the same nonsense. That is why so many good men are stuck in bad marriages. They want to be recognized. They want to be noticed. They want to be acknowledged as men of that house. The wife is just demanding day and day, huwe na pesa umeoa bibi aelewangi ya kuwa wewe pia ufika mahali ukakosa pesa. But you can't walk out. Do you know why? As a man you want to be recognized. Umekopa madeni, umejiingiza kwa maloni, umeuza property zako, unapea pesa bibi yako mwenye hakuna. She's a spender. Na in fact hata anafika to the point ambaye anakuthreaten ya kuwa if you don't perform this, I have somebody else out there who will do it. And as a man you are stuck there, trying to hang on to a bad marriage, wondering what am I going to do next. It is a repeated pattern. Na repeated pattern hakuna shule itatoa. It's only through prayers. That is why most of the time you find that women who are learned are the ones who are keeping men in their houses. Do you know why? They are trying to buy love. The kind of love that their parents did not give them. Do you know why good men are stuck in bad marriages? They want to be recognized and acknowledged. Because they were. not.
Oh, good people of Earth. Thanks for clicking, man, and watching. You see this video, we have put it here because to see and how people live in different places of the world. You know, people suffer in homes and in different places, men and women, because of others despising others, maybe because of financial capabilities or other things, you see. And that's not right. In homes is a place where people should find peace, should find love and compassion and good vibes. You see, you people out there living. We always say here most times, much love to all parents and respect to you. You see, live with peace with your children and good vibes, man. Watch till the end, spread love from wherever you are, and be a good vibes person. You are loved and respected. There's no need to despise people, man. Good
Church
vibes.
sees me as a walking devil. Why? Because I know who they really are, and I know what they're really doing. The actual corporation churches are very, very evil. Astrotheology, I think, should be the world religion. Astrotheology is very, very powerful story. The whole story in the Bible about Jesus is a metaphor. It's a symbolic metaphor. And as long as you are reading the Bible, especially the New Testament, as history, you're never going to get it. It's a metaphor. It's a symbolic story. It's called astrotheology. It's the most important subject the world's ever known. That's why the Bible is called the greatest story ever told. It's a story. The Bible is nothing more than astrology. Ask any 5-year-old, where's God? You point out there. What do you call that out there? That's heaven. So God's out there in heaven, right? Yeah. Well, what does that mean? Is he extraterrestrial? He come from another planet? He's out there.
Oh my God, that's good. What do you think about that? Myself, I might as well be that amazed. You see, I've never seen snow. Huh? What is this guy doing here? Huh? Is this magic you want to perform or what up? Let's see. Oh my God. Huh? Uh-huh. Good people of Earth, what do you think is going on here? Is this normal? Is this true? How can this guy do that? You see, now that is my buggery. Ha!
Gốc đu đủ trắng nõn nà. Mời anh em. Nước củ đậu.
That guy was eating a cassava. Hey,
What's going on here?
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
What's going on here, America?
The safest thing to do is stay in our nice, safe house.
We got a UFO
Thank God they're
sighting
back,
in the
Kyle.
sky looking like a big old
Or I see lights. Wait, is that
fireball entering through a portal or something. It look crazy. Y'all check this video.
Come on, big troll alert. Come on, leave them comments.
Watch this here. Oh,
That was
wait,
right.
watch this here. Look.
Shoot.
Now wait for it.
Oh, it's blowing.
Wait for
Look
it.
at that.
Now y'all see this here? What the hell going on here, America? Now that look crazy right there. That looked like a whole planet entering into our solar system. It looked like a fireball done fell through. Look at that. It looked like a fireball went through the firmament, or what it look like? Do this look like the firmament? You see I got the little, did something hit the firmament? You know what I mean? I don't know, I can't call this one. All I know is it look real creepy. Look at this here. Well, I can't make this up. And I wonder why they ain't showing this on the regular news and everything. They trying to cover everything up, huh? But if you know, you know. Y'all stay woke out there. Please like and share. Please leave a comment. Ooh wee. Shade.
Oh my God. What do you think was going on there, man? Let's wait for it. You take some piece of wood, you put them somewhere in a bowl. Then you put another bowl on top, you wrap them. What do you think this guy is making? Then you put some weird liquid there in... which weird liquid is this? I don't know, it looks like gel. Then you put that weird liquid there in the bowl, and look at this. This is amazing. Oh my God. And just like that, you have some wonderful artifact here. You put it in some machine there. Oh, machine for rotating. Then you shape it the way you would have wanted. This is incredible. Oh my God. Humans are very creative, man. By the way, which liquid was that this guy put there that makes this thing to look like this? It's very beautiful, man, and it looks very natural. Man, look, it just looks like it is the real pieces of wood that have just been used. Yeah, this is beautiful, man. Look at how this stuff looks like, man. Now this is worth a lot of money. Yeah. That's easy to make apart from those.
This message is going to shock you, especially those active healers, light workers, practitioners. There is a big shift coming, and it's important that you know this now. And soon you are going to start to see this if you aren't already. There are many beings who chose to come here. Business is slow. Business is drying up for you because Spirit really wants you to go within and do what you came here for. The problem is healers and light workers that are connecting to people outside themselves and doing their healing sessions. This isn't the correct way to operate through the divine. This is actually going against Christ, going against your truth. So let me know in the comments, have you been experiencing a dry spell? This is time that we all get to understand why.
Let's see. What do you think this guy is doing? Oh, he's tying something. He's making a knot. That's interesting. You make that's a pretty
For
tight knot.
centuries, religious leaders have kept the secrets from us. You know, we want to know everything that's going on, but do we really? Do we want to know this? Do we want to know that religious leaders have made pacts with Satan and dark entities and things like that? Do we want to know that a lot of the technology that we get are from interdimensional beings that don't have our good interest in mind? Or that the offspring of these entities are the Nephilim and that they're staying frozen in Antarctica and they keep them there and they're trying to put together an intergalactic battle to fight God, which they think they can win. This is military testimony that says these things. We're told that artificial intelligence is something that we created and that we are so smart we just create all this stuff and just look at all. But let's go back to something like fiber optics and all these things that we've gotten and this technology that we've gotten because of the treaty with Eisenhower and really, these are things that certain people don't want to find out. Really, that's not the artificial intelligence. Really, it's not. The artificial intelligence is us. The biologics, the physical, the stuff you see, the third dimension, that's the artificial intelligence. These biologics are an experiment. These biologics are an experiment. You can say, well, it's God's experiment. Okay, that's fine. You can say that. It's God's experiment. Look, you've been programmed. From the day you were born, you were programmed that you are not to believe outside the box, not to believe anything other than what's in a book, what's in a text. I got news for you. Maybe none of those texts are accurate, and maybe it's all constructed and orchestrated and choreographed so you will believe all of the lies. And so the contradiction is that some of the prophecies in these texts say you'll believe the deception and you'll believe the lie and all this kind of stuff, and it's all to brainwash you so you believe the lie of the text. You see what I'm saying? These are the disclosure information. This is that information that nobody is going to want to hear. What Lou Elizondo was talking about when he said maybe everything you heard in your Sunday school class is not it. Well, I'm not going to believe regardless of what they tell me. I'm still going to believe. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be factual information in your face showing you that exactly what they say is an absolute fact. Then what are you going to do? You're going to do like Jimmy Carter, and you're going to cry and boo-hoo, and you're going to wish you never knew what freaking disclosure was about. What about all these paranormal monsters and all these These entities can imitate anything they want to imitate. I hear people go, oh, that's a skinwalker, that's a Wendigo, it's the same stuff. They do that because they know your fears. They play on your fears. They play off of your fears. They know what you're thinking. They know you're thinking that's what they think you think they are. So they become that. Does that make any sense? It's that simple. I've seen them. I know this is what they do. I've seen them. Watch my Demonic Encounter playlist. I've seen them. I'm not making this up. No reason to lie about it. I don't care if you don't believe me. And why do they come abduct us? Because the farmers are coming to tend to their crop to make sure the experiment is going well. Does that make any sense to you? In the end, all we have is our consciousness. Upon death, everything that was stored in your flesh brain is gone. From that brain corrodes into dust. The consciousness is downloaded to whoever. Let's put it that way. You figure out who that is. Leave your comments.
Oh my God. Woo!
This is the wildest Bible study you have ever been on. Pause the video, grab a pen and a paper. You're going to want to write these references down so you can read them for yourself later. To begin with, you must understand that the revelation of Jesus Christ is the age we have been in for 2,000 years. That's right. Jesus ascended into heaven at the end of the last age, and a new age began. The four horsemen of the apocalypse are not the Antichrist. Jesus said there would be many. But the last Antichrist, the son of perdition, will be the devil himself. The 7 seals of the Revelation are 7 time periods, 7 orders of how the world will behave itself according to the powers and principalities of the air. So during the first seal, the world or the system or the fellas in charge behaved themselves this way. During the second seal, they behaved themselves this way. During the third seal, the world behaved itself that way. Right now, we are in the 4th seal of the apocalypse, and the world is behaving itself this way. Now, there's much more to it than that, but that's a good summary, a good start. The first seal took the longest amount of time, the second seal slightly less, the third seal less, the fourth seal less. The 5th and 6th seal occupy the same amount of time, 1 and 1 equal together. The 7th seal is the singularity, 0. And if you were listening, I just described to you the repeating of history according to the Fibonacci sequence. Now, I said Bible study, and we're about to get there. But somehow Christians do not understand that Satan and his angels have not been thrown down from heaven yet. They are still the powers and principalities, dominions, thrones, etc. of the air. Satan has never been to hell, and here's where the confusion is. As in the days of Noah. You see, back then, before the flood, some angels abandoned their first estate, their heavenly celestial bodies, came down to the earth to rule as gods and mate with women. Well, they came to mate with women, but they also ruled as gods, okay? The Anunnaki, the gods on the earth before the flood. The same pantheon from the Egyptians and the Assyrians and the Persians, the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Germans, the Norse, the Chinese, India. You see, all the confusion is that before the flood, angels did quit their bodies in heaven to come to the earth. And when God flooded the earth, he bound them in chains and threw them all in hell, the devil not among them. Those are the angels in hell. The demons are their dead offspring, half human, half angel. Wait, Greek mythology is based in reality? Yuck. But Jesus said, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the Son of Man returns. But wait, in the days of Noah, angels quit heaven and came to the earth. And so shall it be when the Son of Man returns at the end of our age we're in. Getting closer by the day. The sky will roll back like a scroll. Satan and 1/3 of the angels of heaven will be thrown down to the earth. The man of sin revealed, the great tribulation. Bible study, Matthew 24, verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days. Pause right there and turn to Daniel 9:27. Let's get the context of what Jesus is even talking about. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. Who? The man of sin. And in the middle of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. What we have here is the first 3.5 days, the first 1/2 of this week, the sacrifice and the oblation is the tribulation, the war on the saints. And the man of sin, the son of perdition, shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the middle of the week, he shall cause the tribulation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate, the great tribulation, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate, the vials of wrath. Come back to it. We're going back to Matthew 24. Immediately after the tribulation, the first 3.5 days of that week, immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The powers of the heavens shall be shaken. So as this pertains to us in history, we are in the 4th seal of the apocalypse right now. World War III is the culmination of this 4th seal, and then the 5th will break. The 5th seal is the war on the saints, the martyrs showing up under the altar in heaven, the sacrifice and oblation from Daniel 9:27, the tribulation. That's Revelation 6. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried out for vengeance. And pay attention here, this is very important. And white robes, what are those? Hold on. Were given to every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest for yet a little season. These fellas are from the first 3.5 days of that last week. The little season is the last 3.5 days, the great tribulation, watch. Until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were, martyred for the gospel of Jesus Christ, should be fulfilled. Because just as Jesus told us in Matthew 13, the tribulation, the war on the saints, is what causes the falling away so that the man of sin can be revealed. Here it is right here. And I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is taken of a mighty wind. Untimely because Satan and his angels are not Jesus. Untimely figs shaken of a mighty wind, the falling away, but also the angels falling from heaven before Jesus comes back with his angels. Without a single doubt, this happens at the beginning of the 6th seal. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. The untimely figs, the stars falling to the earth from heaven, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. This has not happened yet. This is a vision of prophecy, a prophecy that mirrors what happened on the earth before the flood, as in the days of Noah. To this day, most people have no idea what Jesus was even talking about in Matthew 12. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you. Uh-oh. What white robes? Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house? In my Father's house are many mansions, and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. White robes, hold on. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. What is Jesus talking about? White robes, mansions, houses? Wait a minute. In my Father's house are many mansions. Stars. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. I'm getting excited, but wait. How can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he first bind the strong man? In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Wait a minute. White robes, wedding garments, Revelation 2, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Remember, Satan and his angels rule over the earth as the powers and the principalities, the dominions of the air. He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And I will give him the morning star, the white robe, the wedding garment, the mansion. And what is the morning star, the wedding garment, the white robe? Job 38, where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Who are the morning stars? The angels. More specifically, the celestial bodies of the angels, the sons of God. The morning stars are the celestial bodies of the angels. They're immortal spiritual vehicles their soul rides in, their mansions. But first, Jesus must bind the strong men that occupy a third of the houses in heaven. Just like when the Hebrews came into the land of Canaan and inherited their cities and their houses and their buildings, do you see? Macro and micro, on earth as it is in heaven. Just like Rachel disguised Jacob as Esau and then said, "You're cursed beyond me, only you go and do." Replacement theology, replacing angels. But these fifth seal martyrs, when they're killed in the tribulation, the war on the saints, whose white robes do they get if Satan and his angels haven't been thrown down and won't be thrown down until after this? Well, you see, Jesus already bound a bunch of strong men, threw them in hell, and then flooded the whole earth once. And after the tribulation, which causes the falling away, the sixth seal will break, a third of the houses in heaven will be vacated by force. Satan and his angels will fall to the earth to perpetrate the great tribulation, martyring a multitude from every nation, creed, and tongue. These are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. But when a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted, and divideth his spoils. Jesus is speaking about men here, how he cleans a man out so the Holy Spirit can dwell there, in direct reference to blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, the falling away. Men will go up to inhabit the bodies of angels, and angels will come down to inhabit the bodies of men. Read 1 Corinthians 15.
Well, that was interesting, man. Leave your comments on that. Oh my God, look at this. What's happening there? Is that the moon or what's up? That's creepy, man. Imelia tutu. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. Oh my God, what's going on here? Oh, see. What? Look at that. It's like there's some stuff coming from the moon, or leaving that part of the moon and entering into the clouds. How is this even possible? What is that? Do you mean there might be people living in the moon or something like that? Or what are those stuff, man? Oh my God, this is really creepy. When are they disappearing?
Merkaba, which is a spaceship you build by yourself for yourself. When a person initially activates their Merkaba, they don't realize that they're now different. You're still observing and interacting in the 3D world, but your vibration has been elevated to a 5D level. You see the world from an elevated state. We are becoming our higher self.
Good vibes, man.
Even though our fingers are a different length, when you curl them up, they all line up perfectly together. Shouldn't they never line up because they're of different lengths? Isn't that concerning?
Do they really line up? I don't know, man. What's going on here? What is that thing in the water? Ha! Okay, there's something now below the water. Looks like some pipeline or something like that. What is that? Good people of Earth, what do you think that is? That is pretty creepy. Huh. Oh my god. Hmm. Huh. Uh-huh.
This is how you can have an out-of-body experience and even astral travel, if that's what you want. And while there are many ways of doing this, I'm going to show you one of them that I particularly like. And depending on the video, I might even do another video on another technique as well. So, step one, just before you go to sleep, find a comfortable position in your bed, okay? You can do this even on the couch, actually. And what I want you to do is dim the light, okay? And find the spot, either in the ceiling or across from you on the wall. If there's no particular spot, make a little spot, okay? Whatever works for you. Keep staring at the spot. Keep staring, staring, staring until your body is almost, you're drowsy enough and your body's falling asleep. At some point, without moving at all, and this is key, you cannot move your body, because if you do, this is not going to work, okay? At some point, as you are staring at the spot, try to reach for it, okay? When I say try to reach for it, I mean just, not physically, just try, like you're moving towards it, to reach for it. If this doesn't work the first time, it might take you a few times to practice this and do it, right? But next thing you know, you're going to be at that spot looking at your body, okay? From here, do not panic. Don't freak out, okay? From here, just put the intention and you can travel anywhere you want, whether it is in this physical realm or somewhere else. It doesn't matter. But the key is, do not panic and don't be afraid. Okay, fear will hold you back. Now, having said this, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Leave me some comments, try it out, and let me know how this plays out for you. Bye for now.
Yo, good people of Earth. Thanks again for watching up to this far. Much love and respect to you, man. You have proved yourself to be indeed a wonderful soul. Hit the like button if you have not. Leave some comments there, you see? And stick around because some episode will be coming soon. A neat one, full of good vibes and love. Peace, love, and unity be with you. Bye bye, till next time.